Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It's an after supper drift here in Nova Scotia tonight. It's summer, August, middle of August, and man, this summer I had to get in the woods. It's been one of those summers, I guess. Let's put it this way, when it wasn't pouring rain this summer, it was 35 degrees, so it's still warm. It's warm out right now, but I just wanted to get in the woods for a bit, had some time, and I haven't been up this way in the summer yet. This is up around the mossy spot and the random rock, which is right behind me, and Chickadee Rock is up here as well. So I just started in. I wasn't going to do an intro just yet, but I'm seeing so many mushrooms, I might as well get it over with. Man, oh man, this year has been amazing for mushrooms. So let's keep working our way up through, see if we can get to Chickadee Rock and have a look up there in the summertime. I'm sweating already, but so far the bugs are leaving me alone and I can see mushrooms everywhere I look. So let's work our way up and see what we see. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. As soon as I got here to Random Rock, I noticed this guy. The creek was running down there by the mossy spot, but I saw our seats, our stumps that we put down there, or our sawed log. For seats I put there, lugged all the way in, sprouted mushrooms too. So that's all right. I noticed something else. Oh yeah, I noticed. So we've seen the horsehoof fungus at this location before during the winter and spring, but those are actually, look like they're growing. They look nice, but this is what is new. Aren't those guys nice? Hiding in the ferns. See if I can get a good picture of them. Very nice. Very nice to meet you. Squirrel has pooped on these, I would say. Yeah, look at that. It's a squirrel poop. Right there. Guaranteed that's squirrel poop. Anyway, let's keep moving up. Some really nice big old birch trees in here. Yeah. See if I can get a good picture of these guys. Look at the light around them. Just tiny orange fellas. Try to get a nice picture without my shadow in it. Little gilled mushrooms. That was a spider. I thought I had a tick. I am not getting far. I'm moving 4, 5, 6 steps and I'm seeing something completely awesome. So, let's see. This little guy here. Let's see behind him. What's that? Look here. Look at that. How cool is that? It's all through this hillside. Very cool. And these little orange guys are all over the place too. Okay, we've seen them. I don't need to stop and take pictures of everyone I see. So cool. Moving on. I thought this was ghost pipe when I first saw it, but it is not. Quite a bit of it here. Let's get a few photos of that. Moving on. We're almost to Chickadee Rock. Let's go the easy way. All this blowdown from the last hurricane is just ridiculous. Makes it a whole new challenge to get through the woods. I see mushrooms. Let's see if I can get to them. Oh, the smell up here is wonderful though. That land spruce tree just smells awesome. Oh, I got a slight barrier. Lots more of these yellow guys. Look at those fellas. How very cool are they? Periodically having a look, make sure I haven't picked up any hitchhikers. Almost there. It's just over this knoll. This little overwash is a great way to get up the hill. Wow, that was a big version of those guys. He got washed out by the rain. Almost to the big ancient tree. The odd mosquito jumping on me now. Man, that coral stuff is everywhere. There's the ancient tree. Oh, look, he's got oysters in him. Or something. What is that? I can see Chickadee Rock from here. Just announced my presence. I don't know what that is up inside. I guess I'll never know. Let me see if I can zoom in and get a picture. Mosquito on my finger. That's cool. It's very cool. I feel that's not oyster. I don't know what that is. It's cool is what it is. Now, well, since we're almost to Chickadee Rock, we might as well finish the walk there. It's right here. How do we want to approach? Let's go this way. Man, that's an awesome tree. He's a good one. I like it. So there's Chickadee Rock in all its glory. A couple sentry stones all around it. It's well protected. Bit of digging and stuff going on here. It's nice and clean. There's the rock itself. Trail down to the brook, or creek, or whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit dark right now. She looks good. Huh. Let's see what's I'm just going to ditch my pack on Chickadee Rock for a minute. Head down to the creek and see what else we can see. Big old piece of chaga, but he's on the dead part of that tree, so I wouldn't harvest it. Nice piece though. You can see where the water overran the creek and ran through the woods. Isn't that nice? Be a nice little spot to camp, maybe. Not that Chickadee Rock's not a great spot too, but oh, let me see. Just saw something jump over there. What was that? Thought I saw something jump down into the brook. But I don't see nothing, though. Let's go up and have a look. Maybe we're here to meet the elves. It looks like the kind of place you might meet elves. Great mossy. I like to pay attention to where my attention is drawn. It's one of my sayings. Something definitely was here. This water's all muddied up where something ran through. I just saw like a flicker. That looks more like a deep track there. Right there looks like something stuck its foot in. Right there kind of looks like it too. Pretty nice, eh? Wow. And there'd be a beautiful spot to camp too. Some trees for a hammock. No dead trees around you. Yeah. There's trees for a hammock. One right there. One right there. Beautiful. Beautiful evening. Well, let's head back to the Chickadee Rock. Oh, look, a ghost pipe. Just one. Let's have a look at this guy. Ghost pipe. Another one. Oh, there's a bunch of them there. Ghost pipe's not a mushroom, it's a plant. Plant without chlorophyll. Oh, I see more over there. And more over there. Oh my. I'm not prepared to harvest any ghost pipe. There's some more there. I've only got the one flowering head. So, that's ghost pipe. Very nice. There's one more patch over here. I might as well look at it since I've seen it. Well, there's quite a few over here. This is a nice bunch. The ground in that picture too. Wow, look at that tree. Huh. That is interesting. I get to a spot where I can see him. He's huge. He's fetched up in that tree there. He's still alive too. Look at how his roots are. His roots pulled up and dug back in. Wow. That's a nice tree. And look, I see some kind of polypore underneath there. Okay, back to the rock. Back to Chickadee Rock. Never know what you're gonna see. Chanterelles growing right beside the stream. Happy little chanterelles. Just a growing. Look at the slug eating that one. Smile, sluggy. Haven't made it back to the rock. More ghost pipe over there. This place is loaded with ghost pipe. There's Chickadee Rock. Yeah. Nice. Oh, what a beautiful evening. There's a few mosquitoes around, but so far they're not bad. So since we're up here, I'm gonna make a coffee, I guess. Make a coffee and sit and relax and have it before I head back out. I've seen so many mushrooms already. Those coral fungus fingery ones, I've never seen that before. That's a first for me. I've got my alcohol stove, or my methyl hydrate stove, my homemade methyl hydrate stove. I brought the Ohuhu wood stove too, but I just want a quick coffee. I don't feel like getting into making a fire here tonight. Whew, sweating. Now I gotta find a somewhat level spot for this. Perfect, that should work. I'll bring you in a bit closer while I get this stove going. Okay, so I think you can see that. Here's what I'm doing here. I got one of these here pour over jobbies that you get off Amazon. I don't know if you can see that. Let me make sure. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? Yes, just. Okay, so we got one of these jobs here. Got it off Amazon for 10 bucks, but it was damaged a little bit in the shipping. So I can't really put coffee in it because it'll come out one of the seams here. So what I'm going to do is I brought my own coffee filter. I'm just going to stuff it down inside of this guy. Just like that. And then I can put my coffee right in there, and then it won't end up in my cup. Perfect. So another thing, I got my double wall cup. And as you can see, this won't hang on the edge of this cup. It's too small, right? So that's something I didn't realize when I ordered it either. Ooh, look at this guy going. Me without gloves. I wonder if I can turn that this way. Please don't light me on fire. I'll turn the camera this way for a second So I've got to rotate this so my handles, the wind is blowing the flame right onto my handles. And I forgot to bring gloves. Rookie mistake. So I'm just gonna rotate it. Please don't slide off. Ooh, that's hot. There's no way I could grab that. Try to rotate it so that the wind is pushing the flame away from my handles. There we go. I'm gonna need something to be able to pick that up at all. Oh, I know, I got something. I got something I can use when the time comes. He's just starting to bubble there now. Anyway, back to the pour over. So I got my dual wall insulated cup. What I'm gonna do is I've come up with a little rig. This here used to be a tent peg. Now it's part of my coffee system. So I'm gonna take the elastic band that I use to keep the handles against my canteen cup. I'm gonna put this right here, like that. And I'm going to wrap the elastic around here and around there, around the handle. And that should, I hope, keep that from falling in. No elastic is in my cup. So we're going to see how that works. Let's dump our coffee in. I've just got little Excel tins full of coffee. One Excel tin of coffee should be plenty, I would say, for this size cup. There we go. Okay, now we just need water to boil. I don't think that's far off. We got bubbles. She's coming. It's never flaming. Hopefully that handle's getting a little cooler. I got something I can grab that with though. Man, sun coming through those trees is just gorgeous. Beautiful evening. So I had a bit of a mishap. I forgot to bring gloves, so I thought no problem. I grabbed a bag I had brought in case I wanted to forage any mushrooms or anything. You know, so I folded up the bag, one of these grocery bags, and turns out they are way more plastic than cloth. I didn't get the flame on these, it just touched the hot handle and it melted. So, trying to figure out what I'm going to do here once this boils. I might let the stove go out before I try to handle it, or I'll come up with another idea. Let's see what the universe has in store. That's a nice rolling boil right there. Very nice. That didn't take too long at all. Now, how do I get that cup off the stove without burning myself? That's the real trick of it. Okay. All right, I got it off of there without gloves. I'm just gonna let it cool down more than anything. I can take my crossbar off and just let that guy burn itself out. I've got that cap. I had intended for this to be a snuff cap for the stove, but it didn't work. he just runs while the cap's on, so we'll just wait for him to go out on his own. No big deal. Ooh, those handles aren't cold enough that I can grab them just yet, are they? Can't believe I forgot to bring my glove, or gloves. Oh well, as excited to get out is why. These won't stay hot for too long. I could try to pour it with these, but I don't want to dump my water everywhere. Yeah. I think in just a couple seconds those handles are going to be cool enough that I can move this around. I'm not too worried about that. Stove's still going nice. There we go. I can grab that handle now. No problem. And just give it enough to get it started at first. So far, so good. Got about half a cup of coffee there now. Stove's slowing down, but it's still burning over there. There we go. I think that's it. So now, if I just undo my elastic bands like that, hoping I can pick this guy out of there without too much trouble. It's hot, but it's not unbearably hot to hold. And get the last bit to drip out of that filter. There we go, time for the taste test. I'm just gonna put that in here for now, till I'm ready to pack up. I'm gonna put that there. There. Okay, all that's left is the taste test. The little stove's just about gone out now. Woo! That's strong. That's nice. Perfect, man. Oh, is it ever nice to get out? I always said you go in the woods, and I was always taught growing up that you go in the woods in the spring, in the fall, and in the winter. That's your time to be in the woods. I was always taught that it was near impossible to be in the woods during the summer, and I've had experiences where I tried to go fishing and had to walk through the woods and couldn't get out because you get drove out by mosquitoes. But I mean, here I am, it's the middle of August, it's been raining, it's been hot, and I'm in a t-shirt. I did cover myself in fly dope before I came in, but I'm not, other than the odd little mosquito from landing on me, I'm not getting pestered by bugs. This is a game changer for me. I mean, I'm sure there's times the bugs are really bad, but since I came in here, it hasn't been one of these times. I could do an overnighter in this easy. Other than it being hot and uncomfortably hot. That's not great, but it's nice and cool right here in the woods. And little stove just finally went out. I'm really liking that little stove. It works excellent. Even better that I made it myself. You can't be scared to try stuff, right? You just gotta go for it. I saw that you could buy alcohol stoves on Amazon. Really nice ones for quite cheap too. But I also saw that you could make your own, so I end up making my own. Anytime I can not spend money, that's how I roll. I would much rather make something myself than spend money on something. Call it cheap, call it budget, whatever you want. I didn't start bushcrafting and hanging out in the woods like this to spend a bunch of money, right? I don't need to spend anything to do this. And so far I haven't. I've spent very, very little. And that's how I feel it should be. Bushcraft is a super accessible thing to do. I don't know how we got onto bushcraft, but let's go into it for a second. Bushcrafting, getting out in the woods like this, practicing some skills, you can call them survival skills, camping skills, whatever you want to call it. It's just a really nice pastime. And like I said, it's not expensive. You can get a good knife for under $30. Everything that I do, I try to budget against 30 bucks. If something's more than 30 bucks and I need it, it better be worth it. And I better not be able to make it myself, right? And that goes for everything. So I hate to spend that money if I don't have to. And lucky for me, bushcraft, literally the first years that I did this, I did with just stuff around the house, stuff I had laying around. I had a hatchet already, I had an axe already, I had a bow saw already, right? I had always hunted and been in the woods and would have considered myself fairly knowledgeable in the woods, as I spent most of my life in the woods, hunting and fishing, being an outdoorsman type of thing. But it was only 3 years ago or so, 4 years ago, that I really tuned into what's going on in the woods. Really started wanting to come into the woods to just hang out and just have a cup of coffee and just watch nature be nature. Try to blend in, try to be a part of it. It's really nice. Anyway, that's what bushcraft is to me. That's why I get out. It's peaceful. It's a good reset on your mind. It's relaxing. You get to see so much amazing stuff. I love looking for mushrooms. I love seeing mushrooms. They just fascinate me. So when I see a mushroom, that's it for me. That's the peak experience. I love it. But more adventures to come. Always trying new things, new experiences. That's what it's all about. Creating and experiencing. If you ask me, that's what it's all about. I'm going to sit and enjoy my coffee in the complete silence for a little bit. Then I'll get back at you before we head out. Very nice. There we go, I'm all packed up, ready to head down the hill. Coffee was fantastic. My little stove worked fantastic. I had an awesome, awesome evening in the woods. Mid-August, covered in fly dope, but tolerable. No bugs to speak of, really. Just amazed by that. Here in Nova Scotia, you don't go in the woods in the summer because of the mosquitoes. This was no problem at all. Maybe I got lucky, we'll see. Thanks for joining me, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you on the next one. And remember, folks, you never see nothing if you don't go look. Bye for now. Man, that tree is magical. Wish I knew what kind of mushroom that was in his hollow. Big old maple. I could bust out and be lion's mane. I don't think it is. It looks like some kind of weird shelf fungus that I'm not aware of. I thought it was oyster when I first saw it. I don't know what that is, but it's cool looking. This huge bent maple tree. This is another one of my favorite trees back here. This birch is literally just engulfed that rock. It's no small tree either. It's just got it wrapped. There's a little home under there. Doesn't look like anybody's home. A nice little home for somebody. Let's go have a look over here. I thought I just heard something. In the spirit of paying attention to where your attention is drawn. Oh, nice. Another little earth ball. Not seeing many boletes and lechinums just yet. The light's not great for photos now. Oh, I've seen this before. Check this out. Let's start the video. Check this out. I've seen this before and it gutted me. Look at that. That is a huge piece of chaga. Dead. Falling off the tree. Lord knows what's going to be living under it. Let's roll it. Nothing big living under it. That is a huge chunk of chaga. A fellow wouldn't be lucky enough to find that on the live tree. But if you're looking for chaga, look for that on a live tree. That's chaga. Live birch. Oh my, look at these. That's the same mushroom as up by Chickadee Rock. Let me start the video again. Just looking at chaga, my attention got drawn over here to this guy. And I'm supposed to be on the way out. I already said goodbye to you. But anyway, then I see this. This appears to be a maple tree to me. And this is a polypore I've never seen before. Look at that. How cool is that? Never seen that polypore before. It's very fuzzy looking. Don't worry, I am gonna touch it. Oh, that's so strange. I get some pictures of it. Wow, that is amazing. That is the same polypore that is up at Chickadee Rock. Now, look at that. Look at that. It's like a critter. Yeah, so I have no idea what that is. I don't want to take any because I have no clue what it is. I kind of want to, just for research, but I'm going to leave it. I took a bunch of pictures of it. Start pouring through my books to see what that is. It's definitely on a maple, on a big old maple. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, you can imagine what I'm wondering. What is that? No idea. Man, so that makes this a crazy, crazy drift. Holy grateful. Am I ever grateful to have seen that here? That is amazing. Let's see if we can get out of here without seeing anything more. If we do, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.